Ah, yes, 95 miles per hour swing speed, 270 yards down the pipe. Efficiency, grace, geometry, the laws of physics written in cursive. Meanwhile, back on Earth, we've got Bob, shirtless, veins bulging, doing his best caveman impression. He's swinging out of his shoes at 112 miles an hour and hitting at 226. With roll. If this feels familiar, congrats. You're probably a weekend warrior caught in the testosterone trap. Welcome to golf's biggest ego scam, where your swing looks like violence and your result screams therapy. Real quick, Tony. Let's talk about numbers. In 2002, the average PGA Tour drive was about 279. By 2024, about 295 to 300. That's a 16 to 21 yard gain in over 22 years. Roughly 5 to 7% increase. LPGA players, meanwhile, jumped from 233 to 260, an 11.6% increase, and they did it without a massive jump in swing speed. Amateurs from roughly 200 to 215, just again 5 to 7%. And lately, amateur numbers are actually going backwards faster than your backswing after 6 beers. You might be thinking, Tony, so what? Everybody gained. Amateurs kept pace with the PGA Tour percentage-wise, but here's the thing. The LPGA saw the biggest jump, and they did it with less clubhead speed. That's not just impressive, that's like winning the drag race in a Prius. They improved their biomechanics, their sequencing, and mobility. They trained smarter, they moved better, they squeezed every yard out of the swing like it owed them money. Meanwhile, your average amateur is loading up like he's swinging a medieval battering ram and wondering why the ball only went 203 and a worm passed away. Distance gains used to come from juiced up equipment. We rode the tech wave like a surfboard made of COR and trampoline faces, but in 2008 the USGA shook their finger and said enough and capped COR at 0.830. Suddenly, the ball didn't launch off the face like a NASA rocket, and we all had to face the terrifying truth. It wasn't the gear holding us back. Oh, it was us. Since that cap, the pros kept climbing, but amateurs, no, not so much. Arcos data shows male distances dropped from 224 to 222. Golf Monthly confirms it's dipped even more. Translation, your swing is aging like milk, and your new $599 driver isn't the solution, it's a placebo with graphite. So let's talk bodies, but not in a romantic way unless you're into tight hamstrings and collapsing lumbar spines. Study from a Journal of Orthopedics and Sports Physical Therapy showed thoracic rotation has dropped significantly. One analysis found hip rotation has declined 10 to 15 degrees. That's not tight, that's mummified. Meanwhile, the British Journal of Sports Medicine says sedentary behavior has jumped nearly 30% since early 2000s. So while the LPGA players are out there rotating like a gyroscope, most amateurs are rotating like a microwave turntable with a broken engine. Our ankles are locked, our glutes are asleep, and our shoulders are so restricted they make a straitjacket look like a hoodie. You don't need more swing tips, you need a foam roller, a chiropractor, and possibly a priest. Because while the LPGA trains with force plates, 3D motion systems, and actual intention, the average golfer is training with YouTube shorts, superstition, and the hopes of swinging harder will fix everything. But it's like putting a spoiler on a lawnmower. The problem is simple. Gear has peaked, the body hasn't. We've optimized the club, but not the swing. And now the body is the bottleneck. You can't software update a rusted out engine. So how do you LPGA-ify your swing without changing chromosomes or taking prenatal yoga classes? Well, first you need to stop trying to muscle the ball. That's not power, that's panic with a backswing. Get your sequencing down, let your hips lead. If your shoulders start to party, your sequencing is more awkward than a junior high dance. Second, do some mobility work. No, not the kind when you bend over once and say, that's good enough. Your hips and the thoracic spine need CPR, a juice cleanse, and a pep talk. Stretch, rotate, actually move like your swing depends on it, because it does. Third, use the ground and not like a pogo stick. Feel pressure in your trail side, push into your lead side like you're stomping out bad swing thoughts, because we're trying to. LPGA players, they're not jumping, they're launching with control. Fourth, fix your setup. If your stance is wider than your truck's axle and your grip pressure could crush Kroll into diamonds, you're not that athletic, you're bracing for impact. Narrow it, neutralize it, and get into a position that doesn't look like like you're prepping for a car crash. So the next time someone says, just swing harder, brother, kindly smile and hit a rope with 70% effort swing that carries past his 110 mile an hour spinning missile that landed in Mrs. Havenkamp's 4th of July hot dog bun. Wonder where the hot dog went. Swing smarter, move better, laugh more. Smash Factor, baby. It's Smash Factor. A huge thank you to these incredible supporters on the screen and to you watching this video. Your support helps us bring our golf curriculum to low-income children around the world at no cost to them, just like our location in Cape Flat, South Africa, in partnership with the Hillard program. Please like, share, and consider subscribing. Together, we can give the gift of golf to kids who need it the most.